Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne for Katie, a video series in which I play Bloodborne to show it off to my sister Katie. And now we're going to Old Yarnum. That sign won't stop me, because I can't read.
You there? Hunter! Didn't you see the warning?
Nope, can't read.
Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alive. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
But beasts, I'm a hunter of beasts, and besides, they have blood echoes on them. Like this guy. Hey dude, what's up? Ooh, this guy's got jukes and jives, and he's... Damn. Yeah. See, that guy had 141 blood echoes. You want me to pass up on that? What, you want me to... Ooh, what's that? This little guy is a... He's either a wandering nightmare or a wandering madness. I forget which name it is. Those guys, those are the equivalents of the... I cannot believe I survived that fall, by the way. They're the equivalents of the crystal lizards in Dark Souls. They're little, they're harmless little monsters that they spawn in and they run away from you, usually into danger. And then disappear. But if you manage to kill them, you get some good weapon upgrade materials for your troubles. So it's kind of like a risk-reward sort of thing. They like to run into where there's usually an ambush waiting for you or what have you. This one just runs off a ledge down to what will become a shortcut to the end of this area. So, I'll be looking out for those guys. Anyway, this dude up there with the megaphone just expects you to grind for 10,000 blood echoes to buy the Hunter Chief emblem and open up that gate so you can skip this area? Fuck that! Garriman told me there was a magic cup here, and I want to get my magic cup so I can not use it. Again, these guys, much like the trolls with the rags on them, these guys amazingly have more defense because they're wearing those rags than the guys who aren't. So now that we're in Old Yarnum, which fell to the Beast Plague long ago and was burned and abandoned, we're seeing victims of the beastly plague who've been beasts for so long they barely remember what it is to even be human. You know, the mobs up in central Yarnum, like, oh, I guess that message is for if you just ran straight there and didn't know there was a beast after you. You know, the mobs up in central Yarnum, they're succumbing to the beasthood and their bloodlust, but they can still speak. They're still vaguely intelligent.
A skilled hunter, adept, as the best hunters are.
These beasts, though, it's like all they've retained from their former humanity is fear and aggression.
Which is why I must stop you.
Holy shit! Yep. Alright, so this guy's name is Djura. D-J-U-R-A. And, yeah, he just sits up there at the top of that clock tower, shooting the shit out of you. Until you can get up there and kick his ass. Which... is as good a motivation for us to do that as any, unless I fall down here.
The next time you dream, give some thought.
Yeah, that was kind of the worst way that could have possibly gone. Also, that part is kind of strange because the fact that it cuts to the loading screen and the respawn after the you died thing, it kind of cuts too soon to hear his full line of dialogue, which is next time you dream, you should give some thought to the hunt and its true purpose. Which, you know, big picture story-wise, is a really important line of dialogue. Ow. You would think that they would want to make sure you heard it in full. Yeah, I don't know why. I had to find that out from, you know, a lore video on YouTube. Or it might have been on the Bloodborne, like, wiki. Might have told me that first. Anyway, these urns, as you can see, if ignited with a bullet, they explode into a big fiery mess. If rolled into or hit with a regular weapon, they don't. So you gotta be careful with them, especially with that placement where it's like Djura's shooting at you and... you know, he's gonna shoot those things, and they're gonna explode, so be careful. Ah, these poor bastards. Man, I love how eerie it is that their, you know, glowing red eyes peek out from under those rags. Yeah, so this area, honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you thought I was a complete idiot for trying to kill everything here instead of just running straight through. But you know what? I want those blood echoes. I want those bleckos. Ooh, a fine note. Oh. Yes, that beast is rather woeful. Man, I just remembered, apropos of the way I just said that, I just remembered the Invader Zim line from the one episode where it's a flashback to, like, Dib, installing a virus into Zim's lab. And it was like, hey, look at that garbage can! Well, and he puts a big thing in the wall, and Sim just goes, yes, it is rather impressive, that can! Great episode. Trying to get a closer look at him, but I can't from that angle. Anyway, unlike every other time I played this game where I just run straight past the ladder and forget where it is, here I am actually going up to fight Djura. Because if you try to fight that other hostile hunter down there who's like his buddy, I guess, the one who wields the saw spear, you're gonna have a bad time. Because Djura's gonna be shooting at you, there's also carrion crows in that little arena, so like, you want to take care of Djura first. And this is going to be a tough battle. This guy is a seasoned hunter. He may not hunt anymore, he's retired from it, but he's really good at it. He's at the top of his game. We're gonna need all our wits about us to survive this. Whew, I didn't think I was gonna make it through that fight, honestly. Yeah, it really is. Kinda sucks he can't use his gun. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit down here for a while. Intermission, folks. Run to the bathroom if you need to, go get some popcorn. Show will be back in a moment. Oh, hey, there we go. There's his items. It's the Powder K Hunter badge. If a weapon ain't got kick, just ain't worth it. Yep, so that unlocks some other stuff in the shop, some more firearms for if you want to do a blowing shit up run. Believe it or not, there is a way that you can cause Djura to become non-hostile. It requires not doing what I just did, for one thing. You know, not just not killing him, but also not coming into Old Yarnum and letting him see you the way we came in. There's another entrance to Old Yarnum that does not get unlocked until later on, after defeating an optional boss in an area we haven't been to yet. Area we actually can't get to at the moment. Old Yarnum essentially has a back door, way down, sort of on the ground level. We're kind of, you know, sailing across the rooftops and on all these sort of elevated courtyards. Down on the ground level, there's a back way into Old Yarnum that you unlock from the other side later on. And if you come in that way and make sure that Djura doesn't see you because he's looking more towards the way that we came in, you can sneak up on him from, you know, the ladder and catch him by surprise, and he'll be non-hostile if you haven't killed any of the beasts in this area. So you can become you can become an ally with him as long as you, promise to spare the beasts of Old Yarnum, because his whole deal is that he retired from hunting beasts after he realized that the beasts here, since this part of the city is effectively cordoned off and no human lives here anymore, they're really of no harm to anyone. So for as long as he's been retired from the hunt, he's stood here as a watchman up in that tower, protecting the beasts of the Old Yarnum from those who would do them harm. And he, yeah, basically became a radical vegan until we came through and fucked up all his shit and killed him. Which, let's not think about too hard, maybe. Alright. Now here's a hidden path with some stuff for your troubles, but you gotta go through this dark room with a ton of beasts in it, so good fucking luck, folks. Luckily, I'm good at this game. It's evidenced by this. Oh, and would you look at that? Our first status effect infliction. This ties into kind of the lore that we saw last episode when we picked up that antidote. Antidotes, of course, cure poison and also reduce your poison buildup. But, they were used to treat the ashen blood sickness that ravaged Old Yarnum and eventually became the Beast Plague. So, following logically from that the beast, the strain of the Beast Plague peculiar to Old Yarnum at least, came from the ashen blood, which was treated with a poison antidote. It makes sense then that the beasts who came out of that particular strain of the plague end up inflicting poison on people. So we're gonna be getting poisoned some in this area, especially by the boss. The boss loves to poison you. He loves to poison you so much. Oh, thank you. What a helpful note. I almost forgot that weapon that I can't actually use because I don't have a high enough blood tinge. Red moon hangs low and beasts rule the streets. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders? I don't know, man. I'm not qualified to answer that. I'm just here for the drip. I'm just here for the drip and the weapon that I can't use. It's the only trick weapon with an attached gun. So yeah, it's basically, you know, a spear that fires bullets. And yeah, you need 9 blood tinge to use it. I only have 7, because I haven't leveled it at all. Oops. So, can't even show it off. What I can show off is this cool new outfit we got, the Charred Hunter garb. It's not going to be super relevant, since we're not going to be going up against stuff that can inflict fire on us quite just yet. But it does have better poison resistance than the stuff I've been wearing, so we definitely want that. And also, it's thematically appropriate. You know, Old Yarnum was burned, we're wearing charred garb. Oh, we also picked up this top hat just before getting grabbed by whatever weird thing that was. Up in Cathedral Ward. I don't typically wear the top hat for, you know, physical damage absorption reasons, but, you know, if you want to do some fashion souls, you can't go wrong with a good top hat. Anyway, that's about halfway through this level, so I think we're going to call it there.